Is it insecure of a man not to like or want you to dress sexy in order for you to be his wife?
What's sexy?
What I got on, like what I got on right now.
Oh, let me, I gotta get a good look at you. Let me see, where your shirt at?
It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure, he's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay.
The delusion with women today is so crazy. I can't even understand it. The older I get, the more clear it is who grew up without a father and who did.
Get out of the delusion that y'all have created for yourselves. Find ways to be proactive and show up and help and support your person any which way you can. Y'all like to try to convince yourselves that I'm not going to settle. I'm okay with being single. But that's a lie.
I support Black women and Black young girls first, above everything else. Everything. So if you are not a Black woman or a Black young girl and you follow me, just understand that I'm going to say something you probably will not like on this page.
House cleaning before we get started. For those who are rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in out the door for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
Is it insecure of a man not to like or want you to dress sexy in order for you to be his wife?
What's sexy?
What I got on, like what I got on right now.
Oh, let me, I gotta get a good look at you. Let me see, where your shirt at? Kitty, what do you think?
I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure, he's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband, because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here, because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself.
I think it's quite disingenuous for women to say that it's insecure for a man to not want a woman he's in an intimate relationship, committed relationship with, to put herself on display for every man that she comes across to see something that should be only exclusive to him. This woman stood up there with a jacket on with pasties over her nipples, no shirt on, and asked the serious question, is a man insecure to not want to marry a woman who dress or present how I look? Hell no, he's not insecure. You're up there bopping it up, trashy, because that's not sexy, that's trashy. And this is what I say. They want to be in a constant state of titillation for everyone to enjoy. Now, if she wore this at home to titilize her man, to get her man in a sexual aroused state, fine, absolutely. Hey, do what you do, whatever keeps your relationship strong. But to go out in public where you make other people uncomfortable, dress like this, presenting like this, and then have the audacity to feign as if you don't know that this is inappropriate. She's, by the way, in an auditorium. She's not at a club. She's not anywhere where something like this would be appropriate. She's in an auditorium, an open forum auditorium, where she stood up there on display and seriously asked, is it insecure for men to have a problem with the way I present? Y'all cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. This is a perpetual state of arrested development that's wrong with some of the black women in our community. they actually think this is okay. And they'll say asinine shit like, if you gotta cover up when a man comes to your house, then that man's a predator. Ma'am, you go out like this, everyone's a predator to you, because everyone, including women and children, would have their eyes on a scantily clad woman. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all cannot be serious, man. This is why nobody takes y'all serious.
The delusion with women today is so crazy. I can't even understand it. The older I get, the more clear it is who grew up without a father and who did. And it makes me frustrated. I'm angry. I'm genuinely angry at the fathers who did this to their daughters. Because, like, how do you succeed when you can't even rationalize as a woman? Who's gonna protect you? How are you going to protect yourself when you don't even know where to start? They don't even have the foundations. They're sitting here like, I'm a big woman. I can do it all by myself. I'm a big girl now. I can do it all by myself. I can determine the thoughts and the actions and the intentions of men like a man. Yeah. That's why all of your relationships.
Look, I think the first person you need to lay blame at their feet is the mother for her poor choices in men, not actually choosing a proper father for her daughter. Secondly, yes, I would blame the father if he was indeed an absentee father just because he didn't want to be there. But you have to dive deeper into the scenario of why that father isn't there, and it'll go back to my first point, the mother. Thirdly, feminism. That's all it is. Ideology. Women in the West have been indoctrinated to believe that they don't need men. Hence the I can do it by myself, I'm a big girl mentality. See, this is why it's very important for women to have discernment and vet with intent to put the proper men into their lives so their daughters can have good fathers. Fathers keep daughters off poles and they keep their sons out of jail. Fathers help build girls' self-esteem by promoting healthy dynamics between male and female interactions. Fathers also protect their daughters from men who would be predators, from men who have ill intentions, and from men who will lie and deceive them from a point of view of a male calculated assessment of a woman who's vulnerable. See, a father would see that coming a mile away and run that man off. This is why it's important that fathers are in the household. You cannot get away from it. Fathers have to be in the household.
Get out of the delusion that y'all have created for yourselves. Find ways to be proactive and show up and help and support your person any which way you can. Y'all like to try to convince yourselves that I'm not gonna settle, I'm okay with being single, but that's a lie. Because guess what? In y'all 20s and 30s, y'all sit just like she did and say, I'm too cute, look at me. Do it look like I'm about to do this and do that? So y'all say, I'm not settling. I'm not going 50-50. I'm not dealing with no man who don't got more money than me. He needs to have this, needs to have that, just for you to sit and be a Dr. Brian. Dr. Brian is 42 years old and sat right there on that couch and said, I'll date a 26-year-old as long as he ain't got no kids. I don't care about him not having no money as long as he come with good energy and he's high functioning. So basically, it's all a lie. Y'all end up right back at square one. In your 20s and 30s, y'all think y'all too good. Y'all convince yourselves that it's settling. Whole time it's not, just to be 40, 50, and now you're still going back down to what you said you wasn't gonna deal with. So why not just get your man, help your man, build a foundation, and be happily ever after? Why are y'all creating this delusion that this man that y'all looking for exists in 20s and 30s when he don't? You gotta help that man become that man. Because by the time that man gets to his higher top self in his 40s and 50s, he not going to want to deal with no woman, and he not going to take no woman serious because he feel like y'all only there just because he got at the top spot. Only because he got the money that y'all are chasing. That's why the men at the top ain't looking at y'all like that. They trash y'all and recycle y'all because they know that if they didn't have it, you wouldn't be there to begin with. And fellas, I'm going to leave y'all with this. I understand a lot of y'all got ego and a lot of y'all feel like, yeah, because we supposed to be a man and I'm not a man if I don't provide 100%. And guess what, love? This is not back in the day, okay? Statistically, there's only that top 10% men that are able to cover all of the bills, which means a large portion of men are just regular working men, and that is absolutely okay. Do not kill yourselves out here in the workforce or in the work field trying to prove to a woman that you can handle it, knowing that this is a big load that we all trying to take on. The economy says it takes two. You better go get you a woman that does not mind helping you. You probably don't want to have her equal pen 50-50, and you probably will take on the bigger portion. But at least you got somebody that's by your side that's willing to help. Not somebody that's too cute to help you to get to that next level. This is not that. You are valuable. She called herself a queen. You are a king as well. She thinks she's valuable. You are valuable as well. You are just as important in a relationship as a woman, and you do not got to put your needs at the bottom just to meet hers. We went out there with our posters. We fought for our equal rights. We said we want money too like the men, and now that we're making it, you better make her spend it, because what is her money doing? Don't let these women trick y'all. I'm here to tell you, as a woman, they're not going to respect you no more or no less, whether you footing it or you ain't. They just there to use you. You better put yourself right where you need to be. right there on that line with her, so y'all can both grow.
Look, she is cooking and she's right. I used to be of the mindset about 3 years ago that a man should be the sole provider, pay all the bills, and that way his respect would be garnered by the woman he's doing that for, preferably his wife. No, I've since changed my mind on that particular position because a woman has to be just as invested in the stability of that lifestyle and of your marriage as well as you are. Make her ass put in. Let me say that one more time. Make her ass put in. I don't care if it's 50-50, 40-50, 40-60, I should say, 30-70. I don't give a damn. Make her invest in the stability of your lifestyle. Make her put in on it, man, because if she does not, she still might not respect you. And if she does, she still might not respect you. But at least you're not struggling, killing yourself to maintain a lifestyle for two people or a family while she gets to bank her money. And when she's ready and gets ready or decides to leave, she has a coffer full of money to start her life while yours is utterly destroyed. Make their asses put in. Do not buy into this notion of, do I look like I go 50-50? I'm too good to do this. I'm too good for that. If that woman believes she's too good to maintain her own lifestyle, then she's not a proper woman to put in a relationship scenario because she believes you're inferior. Think about it from that perspective. If she believes she's too good to help you maintain a lifestyle for the both of you or for a family, then she views you as a servant, because only a servant is expected to do something and not receive anything in return. She views you as a slave, someone there meant to be a beast of burden to facilitate a lifestyle for her to be a princess. And she's not a princess. No one in the West is born into royalty. There's no kings, there's no queens. We're all regular schmegglers. We're out here just trying to survive in this harsh economy. Make her ass put in, because if you don't, you'll still lose in the end. And if you do, at least both of you have something to lose.
I support black women and black young girls first, above everything else. Everything. So if you are not a black woman or a black young girl and you follow me, just understand that I'm going to say something you probably will not like on this page. Probably something that you're going to feel like you have to argue about. And I want to let you know right now, I do not care. Okay? Because my only feeling is to make fully black women feel good about themselves on this page. The whole world has something bad to say about black women. Black women have to hear it in rap music, have to hear it in media, have to watch things happen on TV. We are tired. And me personally, this page is for us. Point blank, period. I'm unapologetic about it. I'm going to say stuff that's going to offend people. I'm going to say things that you're going to feel like I'm not being inclusive, or I'm not including everybody, or I don't care about you're right. This is for black women. Talk about God, talk about black women. You know what I'm saying? I got some opinions about this stuff, and I might get followers that are outsiders, but I'm just here to let you know right now, today, that my favorite thing is a black woman on this earth. The best looking, the smartest, the prettiest, just genuinely great humans, best personalities, best energy, funniest. You know, that is who I fight for. That is who I live. Okay? I am a black woman. Okay? I wake up like this every day. Okay?
Fantastic. Which I also agree with you. If not for the fact that black women constantly invade other people's spaces, like the manosphere, for example, or for instance, right? y'all invaded that space in full force. You did not allow black men to have their voices within their own sphere to themselves. Y'all had to come over there and invade. Y'all do this to everyone's space. Black women got their noses in everybody's business, which is why most people look at you as beast of burdens, because you don't know how to mind your own fucking business. You'll get in politics. You'll get in the white woman's issues. You'll get in white men's issues. You definitely stay in black men's issues all the damn time because y'all don't know how to mind your business. And then when that energy is reciprocated, then y'all have an issue. Well, y'all invading black women's spaces. Well, y'all always got something to say about black women, because black women got something to say about everybody. No one would care about your safe spaces if you didn't invade other people's safe spaces. You don't know how to shut your mouth and mind your business. Black women can talk about whatever they want in their own sphere. But once you step outside your sphere and go into everybody else's and start dropping your little bums all over their safe spaces, then you open yourself up for critique. You open yourself up for bashing, which is not just people being honest and telling you how they perceive you. And then y'all want to cry and whine about being picked on when y'all do the majority of the picking. Now, I'm not saying that white supremacists and people that have disdain for black women get a free pass from me, because you don't. And if I see any one of y'all going at black women outside of actual critique that's reasonable, I will put you in your place, because black women deserve black men's protection. But black women also have to realize you have to know your place. You have to know when to be quiet and stop putting your nose. Let me say that one more time. Stop putting your nose where it doesn't belong and learn how to fall back. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get the protection that y'all cry and whine about all the time. Learn how to mind your business, black women. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Get it cracking in the comments. I see y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out. Let's go.
Like Jesus.